Alright, back again here with my 2000 Chevy 2500 with the Snowdogg VMD75 plow on it. This video here, just going to show you how I did the dual battery setup. I chose the Optima yellow top batteries. They're a true deep cycle battery, which is supposed to be best for operating the plow. And I'll show you how I wired it. It's pretty straightforward. We'll go back to real quick the big three. I added a alternator charge wire from the alternator to the battery over here. Or got a battery ground to this grounding point here on the motor, and then from the motor to the chassis up there. That's the big three. So do that first, as I said in the previous video, and then after that look at doing the dual battery setup. So dual battery, you got your positive, you got this wire here coming off the alternator, and then this wire going out, and it wraps up around here, and it's that wire in the back there. You can see the two wires, and it goes over there to the positive. There's two wires going in the positive terminal over there. The second wire is from the plow. So if you follow that, it's a wire up front here with the white stripe, and it goes right down there, and that goes into my plow wiring there. Over here it's pretty simple. The diesel versions of these trucks have dual batteries stock, so there is a place for it. All you have to do is go buy a battery tray, get them on Amazon for about 30 bucks, $25-30, and there's a bracket that mounts here, and it kind of curves over and bolts right there. You take those out with, I think there are 13 or 14 millimeter bolts. And then all you do is you just got to bolt it here, and then there's a couple bolts down there. And while we're down there, I'll show you. I took a wire wheel and ground that down, and that's where I put my negative to the chassis. So I went battery ground to chassis, and then obviously the positive, as I said before, over to the positive. That keeps it a 12 volt system. If you ran it the other way, you'd get a 24 volt system, and you don't want that. Obviously everything on these trucks are made for 12 volts. So if you just go positive from one battery, positive to the other, and then you just put your negative on your second battery to a ground anywhere. You can be on the block, on a head bolt, down on the frame down there, wherever you want it will work just fine. And then you can attach this plow wire, if you do have a plow, to that other battery as well. My battery terminals only have 2 spots for 0 gauge wire. That's why I ran it all the way over here. A lot of people say to put I don't remember what it's called, a isolator, battery isolator. So one battery, so like say that one over there, will just run the stuff that's our factory ran, your radio, your blower motor, start your truck, everything, and then hook your plow just to this battery. I don't really see the benefit in that, because the plow draws so much amperage, especially when your motor's getting weak, that one battery I don't think cuts it. So this way, instead of having just one pulling juice from one battery when I'm running the plow, I am getting the use of both these batteries. When you're plowing low RPMs, the alternator isn't really keeping up to keep your battery topped off. So if I was going to do anything, I would do the dual battery setup over the bigger alternator. The bigger alternator is nice, but even if you get a roughly 300 amp output alternator at idle, you're probably only still looking at 105 amperage of output. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't plow at 3,000 RPMs. Most of my stuff is slow, not tearing anything up, or trying not to anyways. But again, yeah, I showed you the big three. It's my dual battery setup. These Optima yellow top batteries are not cheap. You're probably anywhere between $310 to $340 a piece, depending on where you buy them. But everything I've read, all the research I've done, said it's worth the cost. So I'll try them out, I can give you guys an update later, but if you have any questions, just drop them down in the comments. Thank you.